Sorry guys, I couldn't find any decent internet connection in this town, which is, I don't know which town, but you can check it on Endomondo. So, today's live is sorry, but I just wanted to yeah, so I started not too early, but early enough for this 120 kilometers of ride. And initially I had my first puncture, but you might have seen the live about this, and I fixed it in around 30 minutes. I wouldn't say that it's a good time, but it's an okay-ish time. And then I went on, and it turned out that the hills are real hills, so it's not entirely flat, which means that I cannot progress in that pace what I wanted to. So I was always in a rush to catch my accommodation, and furthermore not to worry my family because they are worrying for everything. So I really wanted to reach my destination before sunset, and so I was pushing quite a lot. And actually, it went good. So I was like in a good pace, and an estimated arrival of like 6:30 almost. So it's totally within limits. But what happened is that just 16 kilometers before my destination, I had another puncture, and now you could tell that okay, you should have changed your tires. But it was a different tire, so it was the front at first and the rear at the second place. So it was entirely not good, and sorry, I need to play with the light. So I wanted to just pump it up because it was a slow puncture, and the bike, she made it entirely clear to me that she wouldn't go anywhere. So I was on a downhill, and after a while the tire got so flat that it happened. So I was like, okay, I need to fix it. Then I started to fix it in a really small town, and the guy came, like he was between 70 and death. He came and he started to talk to me and it was really funny because he was talking in German, of course, but he was really curious about everything what I did with the bike. So we ended up talking with hands and gestures, and actually after a while it went quite well, but it didn't help me to finish it quick. But actually I managed to finish it and pump it up for a decent level. And then I was like, so I did today forest as well, but the last part where I got the puncture, it was some agricultural routes, so tractors and all of the stuff, and I think a lot of things on the road which could give me puncture. So I'm not really surprised that I got the second puncture as well. So I was like, okay, no way, I'm skipping this. So I went on the road, and the road was quite smooth and without traffic, so it was not a problem. And I reached my destination just with sunset. So 2 punctures, and still I managed to do the pace what I wanted. So yeah, it was a really tough day. I think the second most tough after the first day. But I'm actually counting on a day like this tomorrow as well. So we'll see, again with a lot of hills and with the same distance. But after this, and I think we just tipped over, so now I did like around 1070 kilometers, and what is left is less than 1000, I think. So there's no turning back. I'm just heading to Hungary. So my biggest goal is to reach Passau in the next couple of days, and after Passau I can follow the river Danube and like I'm on the way, so there's no questions after that. Yeah, yeah, and so if you remember, or I don't know if I said it, but in Antwerp, I found a place where I could order my food in Italian. It was a really good place, and that was funny that I used Italian. And here I arrived, and we had a language barrier between the woman and me in German. And I was like, okay. She just made her son walk me to the garage, and it turned out that they are from Greece. So actually, I could use a bit of my Greek language. I mean, all of my Greek language, which is a really short stuff and really small stuff. Yeah, so that was really funny. That I used Italian, I used Greek, I used a bit of a German. I'm using English. I haven't used Hungarian so far. Yeah, and that's the real thing. Then I wanted to do the live in the restaurant because there's one restaurant open in this town. And in the restaurant, the guy said, maybe I misunderstood something because we were talking in German, but he said that he cannot give me the Wi-Fi password because if he would do that, he could get a fine for 1,500 euros. I don't know, maybe there's a law like that, but it sounds weird to say the least. And Angela Merkel won, although not with a big majority, so she cannot be entirely happy, but that was the result of the election. And that was the video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it because I couldn't edit anything on this. And hopefully tomorrow we will have a real live stream because I'm in a hotel with a decent Wi-Fi, I guess, because the hotel itself is really decent. Hopefully I can reach it. It's something similar to okay, I won't say it, but you will see. And it's again 113 16 kilometers away from here, so it will take a whole day of riding with a lot of hills. I did today 900 meters of elevation, and for tomorrow I'm expecting a bit more or around the same. Okay, so that was the day, and see you tomorrow.